Do you like anime waifus, all kinds of fucking things like cat girls or whatever, and this is probably a good show for you, called Danmachi, which is short for a way too long title because light novels like to have extremely long titles for no reason in Japan. Aside from that, if you enjoy decent to mediocre RPG gameplay followed with a bunch of cheaters that go unpunished, broken units that literally have broken code and do not function properly on release, together with very good writing and story by the actual author that actually does something in this game, gacha mechanics, pay to win, and a lot of more shit, then this is the game for you. Welcome to Danmachi Saltoria Freeze. Now, anyway, let's get right into the shit show. Don't mind the 10-minute loading screens, you're gonna get used to this really soon. Alright, this is your entry point. I'm gonna review the content that they added in the part 3 of the current 3rd anniversary of the game. Yes, this gacha game is over 3 fucking years old now, and it's still going and booming and making a lot of money off of the whales like me and some other poor victims. You can go over here to the news. And there you go, the shit show begins. Now, there's a lot of shit here that you can summarize very easily. A record buster is a weekly. It's Revis. You need seal anklets. Now, it has a minus earth res, so the top team looks about something like old Anni has over here. Check out his content too, because Anni's fucking amazing. This is the ultimate team, I guess. He's fighting Japan for the fucking best score. You need Alfric, Ottarl, and Aisha. Now, if you don't have Alfric like myself, you can use Gareth as an alternative, or Alan also has decent-ish earth damage, or Yuri from last year's anniversary, but he's kinda dog shit as well. Aside from that, personally, I am running a water team. This is off element for this RB, but it still works. And here's one of our lovely cheaters. Please be mindful and report these scumbags so they get banned, and we can actually have Anni at the top of the board because he deserves this one. Now, besides from that, we have new story, new units. There's all this jazz going on right now. We'll take a quick look at these, at the amazing art. I think Altar looks like the best design out of all of these, personally. Some stats, or skills. So, quick story short, the Ryu is kind of niche. I think there's not really many teams where you can put her to use yet, or people still have to figure it out, because they are still new. All of these adventures have Dragon Killer, which is important for the Familia Rush coming next week. This Ottarl is an absolute monster for Record Buster, but here comes the funny part. His counters, so the lower his HP is, the more counter damage he's supposed to do. But seeing this dogshit company once again, they managed to fuck up the coding for it, and he does 0 damage when his HP is full on his counters, which is lovely, really. Now you do no damage with your fucking auto counters. This is Agility War fucking power creeps again. It's minus 15%, up from minus 10, which has been the standard so far. Mediocre stats. The other banner is more intriguing to say the least. We'll take a look right here where we have a second Alice, which is basically fire nuke. So if you have the idle Elfets, you can run this unit alongside her to make them potentially more powerful. If you have a fire magic nuke team, this is the unit you want. Now this Finn is interesting, but he feels very awkward to use in any team. Once again, it's like the Ryu, where his kit seems extremely good in anti-stall, because you see here the second skill reduces every resist buff by 3 turns, which seems good in like if you look at it the first time, you think this is really good, but in reality the damage is probably not going to be as effective because it doesn't have a temp boost. The first skill is really good though, in essence, because it's also an agility power creep for Fist Rush once more. And then we also have the rest of Elisa's skills. The first damage is non-damaging, so it's gonna be activated instantly before any of your units hit, which is, in my opinion, really good. But the downside, of course, being that she will do no damage turn 1, so if you get nuked out turn 1, this is probably not the new unit you want in your team. Then again, if you have RD on your team, which most people run nowadays, you will probably be fine. Then we have this mediocre Freya assist with beautiful art. Counter rate. If you don't have a counter assist yet, feel free to pull her, I guess. The secondary effects are mediocre, but the minus guard rate is always welcome in most PvE modes. That's majority of the update. So you have the cheaters just rating free at the moment. There's like a 3 or so in the top 50. You have a broken altar with no counters that do 0 damage. Literally fucking 0. It's kind of depressing. The amazing story, for one, I guess. That's the only part. You still have a couple of weeks to farm the living shit out of this if you decide to start now. If you do decide to start now, I find it unfortunate for you that you missed the part 1 and 2 units, which felt way better in my opinion. We also have the extra banner here. This is still gonna be up for a couple of days. If you are brand new and starting, I recommend you to pull on this banner first, because it's gonna be gone the fastest, and you should have enough time to like farm 4,000 iris from the story. Pull this banner, I really recommend it. These units are extremely solid, the Bell is very good, the Hestia is decent to help you get started with things, and she will help you out in every mode available. So please, if you are new, pull this banner first, then farm up your iris, and then you can pull the other units here. Although arguably the best ones are probably gonna be AoE. The Finn and the Alice will help you clear most PvE content as AoE. And the Ellen is probably a decent assist to pick up if you want to get started into war games. Aside from this, there's not much left aside from maybe a media campaign ticket, which we're gonna get shafted on right now, and you're gonna witness why it's Saltoria Freese. Some more tickets, I forgot I had another one actually. Now, I always said skip because I know I'm gonna get shafted. There you go, 2 free stars. And another one to get shafted. There we go, boys. The legendary fucking 1 single 3-star unit. This is it. This is the pinnacle of shaft. Jesus fuck my ass. This is just... oh, yikes. Now we still have these left, so I'm gonna pull those as well. And we got nothing once a motherfucking again. So if you're a player like me that's been playing for quote unquote a while, shout out to Stardust Garden and Shinjidai, of course, because I started this project together with them. If you have been playing for a while, you will not need these anymore. Just boom, collect the Ceros and GTFO. Now you can always go right over here. If you pull enough, so if you basically farm consistently and you get your store, your dope shit going, and you pull a lot of garbage, hot garbage, because this is still a gacha, and you're gonna get shafted and pull random shit 4 stars, burn them away, collect the dope, and try to at least collect a prism bonds. If you don't have enough to get the prisms, always pick up the Hero Light. I highly recommend it. Hero Light is scarce. CP items if you have a lot of Ceros, which I'm gonna pick up now since I haven't finished these yet. And there we go. That's a lot more materials. Don't forget we also have the 7th zone, which is a more RNG riddle shit show that they added recently, like a couple months back I guess. You need light units, or you need wind units. Dark zone needs light units. Earth zone needs wind. You can always check the unit popularity to see if you have similar units that you can use for this. Although the top ones are usually the best ones. The same goes for the Earth zone. There you go, you will see what's used most at the moment. Which is of course the new Finn is in there. And then we also have the score rankings with more cheaters. I believe Mayo Puppy is from Hestia. He's legit. Slightly higher than Dark Crocs guy I've never seen. And anything above the 3rd place are cheaters. You can tell because the fucking scores are absurd. I don't even know what I got here. Hot garbage. There's fucking Iris in there. Razorfire, another regular. We down here, we're just chilling. Then we have the fucking Earth Zone. Same here. I think the Dark Crocs is also one of the cheaters actually. Because XD is one of the top players and he's scoring like a million under these top 4 here. So generally I guess XD is a measuring point. Anything above him is probably a cheater. And in here we're struggling in top 20. Retired by the way. That's most of the new content in the 3rd anniversary part 3. There will be more in the coming Tuesday's live stream, where you will have all the info you need. Please watch those if you're actually interested in the game. If you're interested in joining the community, I will leave a link to Stardust Gardens, where you can join me and other people that will help you out and show you around the wonderful world of Danmachi, and also Danmachi Saltoria Freese.